Hello, everyone, and welcome to Demo Day of the 9th cohort of the LongHashX Accelerator and also the 3rd Filecoin Cohort of our accelerator. We're very excited to have you join us today. We have 10 Web3 projects that are solving a very wide range of problems. They're all very keen to pitch and to demo their product to you. Now, we've been working with the teams for the past 12 weeks on a variety of Web3 native topics. And today is a graduation from the program as I present to you, to the investors and to the community on what they've been building for the last 12 weeks. Now, before we begin, I wanted to introduce LongHash Ventures and the LongHashX Accelerator. Now, we are a Web3 venture capital fund and accelerator with a multi-chain as the core of our thesis. Now, our accelerator was founded 5 years ago as Asia's first Web3 accelerator. We've had 10 cohorts, over 60 projects, and we've helped those projects raise over $150 million in fundraising. We have very strong experience in working with emerging protocols to build their developer communities. We actually launched the first global accelerator for Polkadot back in 2019. We launched one of the first Filecoin accelerators back in 2020. And we're currently recruiting for the first global cross-chain accelerator in partnership with Acala. Some of the notable alumni that have graduated from the LongHashX Accelerator include Acala, the DeFi hub of Polkadot, Astar, which is bringing EVM to Polkadot, Huddle01, which is a decentralized video conferencing solution, Lighthouse, which provides one-time payment perma-storage on Filecoin, Lit Protocol, which is a decentralized access control network, Mintable, which is an NFT platform, and Xanpool, which is a crypto to fiat on and off ramp. Now, in addition to our accelerator, we also have a couple of investment funds. We launched our first fund 16 months ago, which was mainly focused on DeFi. And about 2 months ago, we announced the launch of Fund 2, which is a $100 million Web3 fund focused on investments in multi-chain infrastructure. Now, finally, I'm Buri. I lead LongHashX and all our accelerator programs and partnerships. And today with me are Amir and Michael, who are two of our venture builders, and they've been working very closely with the projects that you'll hear from today. So without further ado, over to you, Amir.
Thanks, Buri, for the introduction. So for the past 12 months, we've been working very closely with the 10 projects that has been accepted to join the 9th cohort of the LongHashX Accelerator. So we've worked on a wide range of topics to help the founders take their ideas and concept into Web3 native businesses. And today, you will be hearing from them. You'll be hearing pitches and watching demos of projects building on very exciting verticals, such as zero-knowledge DID, MEV, NFT tooling, decentralized storage, data DAOs, and more. Now, if you're interested to meet with any of the teams, we will be emailing you the details of each project, their pitch, and a form for you to indicate which teams you'd like to meet with. Now, without further ado, let's get started with the pitches and the demo. First up, we have Portrait, and they are creating a no-code website builder to allow users to express themselves. Please welcome Ryan.
We are Portrait. We bring no-code websites to Web3. Portrait enables creating and controlling your Web3 presence to truly express yourself. In the era of decentralization and digital liberty, we seek ownership of data, identity, and the freedom of expression without digital oppression. But can we truly express ourselves in Web3? Are we able to distinguish ourselves from others? With Web3 domains, we solve one part of the problem, the identity layer. Web3 domains turn a complex address into a human-readable format. This user experience improvement turned into a rapidly growing multi-billion-dollar industry. However, a decentralized domain doesn't say much about the individual or organization behind the identity. See, Joe here has values, interests, and goals. He looks for an art gig, seeks meaningful connections and likes Van Gogh-style art. Kevin likes art too, and together they can govern and curate a portrait, artdao.eth. That's where Portrait fills the gap. Portrait is a one-stop shop for creating and controlling decentralized no-code websites for Web3 to truly express yourself. So let's discover what Joe can build with Portrait today. Buckle up and don't blink. This is Portrait. Portrait is different. It's easy to use and limitless. With almost 9,000 beta applicants, including signups from these impactful organizations, we launched a private beta in September with a select group of 150 dedicated individuals. We are an award-winning tech team that met 8 years ago in university. We are experts in delivering research-based user experiences. After multiple successful hackathons, we built Portrait. Gilliam has a background in product, design, and front-end development. With over 10 years of experience, Gilliam has worked on products such as martingarrix.com. Gilliam is an experienced dev lead leading multiple projects. Myself, I initiated blockchain pilots at a major Dutch bank, where I obtained a firm foundation in decentralized protocols. During my master's in computer science, I switched to pursue Portrait full-time, giving talks about Portrait at events such as FAL Austin, IPFS Camp Lisbon, and IPFS Amsterdam. We are raising $2.8 million to bring self-governing expressions and presences to Web3. If you'd like to learn more or test out Portrait, we'd love to talk to you. Feel free to reach out through any of these channels. Let's build the decentralized web together.
Thanks, Ryan, for sharing about Portrait. Very, very smooth. Now, moving into decentralized identity, we have Holonym that leverages on ZK snarks to prove anything on-chain. Introducing Nanak from the team.
Hi, I'm Nanak, co-founder of Holonym. Want to invite you to the privacy pool party. Privacy pool is just our term for anonymity set. We'll explain a little bit later how that works and how it provides the privacy guarantees of Holonym. Let's jump right into the problem, which is that identity is crucial throughout the web. It's very difficult though in Web3, where almost everything is on public ledgers. It's very difficult to have private identity. At the same time, though, regulators are increasingly turning their eye towards crypto, wanting more KYC. Sybil attacks are becoming more prevalent, with all sorts of airdrop farming and other bot attacks. And before Web3 reaches the next set of users, the UX has to be a lot better. Instead of writing down your private keys, and if you lose them, losing everything, you have to be able to prove that you're the same person who set up an account. And there are solutions for this. There are Web2 solutions, but there needs to be something that's Web3 native that has the decentralization and privacy guarantees to be compatible with public blockchains. So that's why we built Holonym. Holonym lets you make holos, which are these holistic identities composed of all these credentials called NIMs. So these NIMs can be your name, country, social security number, web accounts. And once they're in your holo, you can prove stuff like that you're a real person, not a robot. You can prove that you haven't voted before. So this is key for on-chain democracies and fair airdrops. There's also anti-money laundering proofs without doxing people. For example, proving that you haven't split a transaction into smaller amounts to avoid KYC. And one of the simplest ways to do compliance is just to make sure that US users don't use your protocol. So US residency proofs are something that we support. And drinking age proofs, or just proving that somebody's above a certain age to use your website. Let's see a little demo of how this works. And I invite you all to try this demo yourself out after the demo day on app.holonym.id. However, as you notice, I'm doing it on localhost. This is because the live version has Sybil resistance. So it's actually a feature that I can't demo it live more than once on the production site. So let's walk through the process on a local version. You might recognize the first step. After you scan the QR code, it's going to take you through like a mobile verification of driver's license or other identity documents and a selfie check. So you've probably done that if you've done like Airbnb or anything that needs identity verification. And then what's special about Holonym is that afterwards it goes through this process where the credentials, you confirm that you are this person, and then you can mint a holo. Now what's happening when you mint a holo is the holo is going to this privacy pool on chain. Privacy pool is a lot like the anonymity set of Tornado Cash or Zcash, but for identity instead of money. So instead of mixing money, you're shielding your identity. So not even the KYC provider can track your address. So now that we've mentioned the holo, we can prove all sorts of things about it. Right now, we support two proofs. We support unique personhood and US residency. I'll prove I'm a unique person. For, let's say, I want to get an airdrop. So I'm going to get an SBT saying that my address belongs to a unique person without revealing to anybody, including the KYC provider, which person that actually is. So submitting the proof is pretty simple. Just got to sign it with MetaMask. There we go. So we're currently in beta, and right now we're doing beta testing with our first paid client. This face might seem familiar. Andrew Yang from recent presidential elections started Lobby 3. So Lobby 3 is a lobbying DAO. But before a DAO is actually active in politics, it has to prove that all its users are in the US. So they've garnered a lot of interest, a lot of traction, but they can't actually operate yet until they prove other users are in the US. And they want to do that in a way that sticks with their Web3 values and their users' Web3 values of privacy and decentralization. So naturally, they chose Holonym for that. And of course, it wouldn't be possible without a great team. So I'm really grateful to be working with these folks. We have largely research backgrounds at Georgetown, Carnegie Mellon, Belmont, and Vassar. And have done work in computational cognitive neuroscience largely, and also machine learning, AI, computer science, and design and marketing as well. And we're raising $3 million for 2 years of runway. Gonna spend this primarily on development and growth. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks a bunch, Nanak, for sharing about the future of identity. Up next, we have OK Contract, and they are trying to build no-code widgets to improve the user experience of Web3 as a whole. Handing it over to Henry and Ida.
Hi, I'm Ida.
I'm Henry.
And we are the co-founders of OK Contract.
OK Contract is creating Web3 widgets to onboard all 5 billion web and mobile users onto Web3, with or without wallets. And by the way, this is the actual scale.
Yeah, we all know Web3 is about decentralization, transparency, user ownership, and communities. But most people are not onboarded yet. Organizations are actively exploring NFTs and metaverses. But user acquisition, activation, and engagement will be significantly different in Web3. But today, it's very complex and hard to integrate Web3 into Web2.
Thousands of websites can't integrate Web3 transactions, so they just put a link. In theory, though, anybody can call a smart contract, but devs must deal with ABIs, wallets, events, IPFS CIDs, and then errors, bugs, or worse, vulnerabilities. And for what result? Often 10 clicks and several pages to visit just to mint an NFT? Meet the Web3 widget, the first standard interaction for Web3. This is a beautiful widget, very simple and easy to use. Built from a Vitalik ID in 2020, a UI generator for smart contracts. The ID is simple and elegant, but relies on advanced computer science technology, and we built it.
Yeah, so anyone can create a Web3 widget with OK Contract. It is a no-code platform with 600 whitelisted contracts on all EVM-compatible chains. You can quick start by cloning an existing widget, customize it, and see a live preview. Then all you have to do is to embed the Web3 widget into a website with a simple copy-paste. You don't even have to know JavaScript. After that, you can monitor your widget's activity on beautiful charts and dashboards.
Let's do a demo. OK Contract already has widgets for many things, DeFi, NFT. Let's clone an NFT minting widget. We can see this, we just click the clone button, and then we can start editing, changing the name, text, the method, the parameters. And as you can see, every change you make is shown in the live preview. What we can also do is, when we finished updating the text, we can change the image, and then we can directly upload and pin an image to IPFS permanently with Lighthouse. And now I have my widget. I can just go sign my widget to prove it's mine in my wallet, and it generates this tiny link, just HTML link, which I can just copy paste. So we go now to a CMS like Google site, and it could be many others, blogs, other CMS, and just copy paste my widget graphically in these sites. I just extend it, I position it exactly how I want, and then I publish my page on the internet live. And once I have my page, I refresh, and this time I'm the user, I'm the end user. So I'm accessing this widget, which shows immediately and I just use it. So let's mint this NFT. I click join, the wallet pops up, and then you see the widget is showing clearly that the transaction is in progress. So now we just wait for the block to be mined. And then here we are, transaction is successful, and the user has their NFT. It could be much more than NFTs, could be even buying the flow from collections, which is a very complex interaction, could be DeFi pools, swaps, stakings, everything, because we are compatible with any smart contracts on all EVM chains.
Yeah, as Henry said, it's only the beginning. But we are working with multiple projects to solve user acquisition and activation and engagement, and generally bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3. For example, the Sandbox will use OK contract Web 3 widgets to create more entry points to the open metaverse. And there are much more to come.
Just a word about us. Ida has built the UX team from scratch at Miracle, where she made the growth from $0 to billion-dollar company. And I built software for almost all my life. I sold my first startup to a cybersecurity vendor and won awards for my open source projects. Our team is growing. One of our best developers just joined us, and a super cool NFT collector is our first ambassador. We raised $915K in pre-seed, so we already have 24-month runway. Our vision is to target more brands, more websites, more protocols, and become the category king of Web3 widgets. Right now, we're laser focused on shipping our first projects, but if you are an investor with strategic connections that can help us go even faster, we're always happy to chat. And one more thing, there will be a token. Let's talk soon.
Thanks.
Thanks, Henry and Nada, for your wonderful presentation and for showing us all these beautiful widgets. Next, we move on to talk about data DAOs. We have Dossier, which aims to be the Web3 data DAO creation layer. With that, I will hand the floor to Mia.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Mir Saqib, the CEO and also the co-founder of Dossier, and we're here to revolutionize the data economy of the world through Web3. So what's happening right now is... So sorry for the interruption. So right now in this 21st century, it's all about data. And right now data is an asset. And when it comes to the asset, it outputs value. And now as Web3 is a thing, one might think that this value can be now multiplied. And yes, it can. So the DAOs are now built on data, can actually do these things, which are called data DAOs. And most of the data DAOs are more self-driven initiatives that are taking place right now in health and science sector. Even though there are more data sets out there can be turned into data DAOs, but there's a lack of infrastructure that actually convert them into that. So that's where a lot of problems come in. So there are a lot of problems, and most of them are focused on the data creation layer. So this is the primary problem that's happening right now. And there's a lack of interoperability of data. So there's a data are not moving from L1s, from multiple L1s to the applications. And also there's a seamless DeFi reporting feature missing within the layers. So that's where Dossier data comes in, which is a multi-purpose data DAO creation layer. And we have 4 applications and protocols to actually complement the data DAO infrastructure for the users and the communities. So at first, we have the Dossier protocol, which is a data governance and encryption layer, which provides ownership and also transferring of verification of data. And secondly, we have Dolphin, which is a storage and data management platform. So through which it provides a decentralized storage and easy to use access control of data. And the second one application we have Divo, which is a smart contract automation of workflow through which the community workflow can be automated and smart contracts and embedded of documents can be initialized. And finally, we have the DeFi layer of BlockFi, which enables the staking and also the tokenization of data and the data sets for the community. So right now we'll go for the live demo. So as you can see, this is Dossier DAO, and what it does is a creation layer platform. And once you log in, what you can see is that you can create a new organization. You can join the existing organization and explore the ecosystem. So once you create the DAO, then you have a lot of templates. And we have the health, governance, and consumer and custom and other lots of templates you can choose from. So let's choose the health one. So after you choose the template, you can name the DAO. Let's say we name it organization 1. And you can set the governance template through the templates and everything. And you can configure the settings of the governance there. And you can, if you want to release the token of your DAO, you can release it through the platform. And after like finalizing everything, what you have done is like you can launch the DAO right away. So after launching, you will be just taken to the platform, and with the dashboard, you can see what kind of quorum and the amount of token and the users are there. And as you can see on the left-hand side, we have the data application Dolphin, the workflow application of Dugong, and the finance application of BlockFi. And all these dApps are actually there to complement the whole DAO creation layer and the DAO itself. So as you can, when you click on Dolphin, what happens is like you can go through the platform. You can migrate data from the existing platform as well, and also you can create the new one right away. And as you can see, once you log in, you have all the files there, which is hosted over IPFS and Filecoin, can be migrated and also can be used right away within the ecosystem. And now we have Duo, which is a workflow automation tool for the community, so that other tasks of workflows can be done for the community for the DAO. So once you can migrate the workflows, or you can create new workflows for your community, which is a very important essential need for your DAO. And finally, we have the BlockFi, which is a financing application, decentralized, of course. It's focused on staking and also the tokenization of your datasets within the community and also outside the community. So this is Dossier DAO. Okay. So as you can see in the competition, it's like there's a lot of Filecoin layer 2 protocols, cloud storage, centralized and decentralized file management systems, smart contract generators, and also the DAO creation layers. But there is no unified solution where the layer 2 protocol comes in with the cloud storage and also a data DAO creation. That's where Dossier comes in, with a unified multi-purpose creation layer, which provides all this under one hood. So right now, one of our platform, Dolphin, is live, and we right now have around 360 users, active users monthly, who have actually stored over 1,000 users, files stored with 1.4 terabytes of storage has been solved, and it's just under 3 months. So as you can see, we have a team of digital coders and veteran marketers, and we are experienced startup exit co-founders as well. I myself is an alumni of Forbes 30 under 30 for data analytics. We have combined experience of 8+ years in the data analytics industry, solving data problems. And that's where we found out that with Web3, we can actually revolutionize the data economy and solve some problems that are existing within the data economy and also the data problems within the ecosystem. Right now, we are raising $1.5 million, which will be used for strategic hiring, marketing, and business development, and also for the node operation of our Filecoin Layer 2 protocol. And also, we'll be launching our other applications, Dugong and BlockFi, along with the Dolphin platform itself. So here we are. Let's start to utilize data and move on to the Web3 world from the Web2 with more data and economy and monetize for royalties. Thank you.
Thanks, Mia, for your wonderful presentation. Moving on, we have NFT Bull, which is building an institutional-grade NFT terminal to help navigate and invest in the NFT space. Please welcome Bakit.
Thanks, Michael. Hello, everyone. My name is Berke. I'm from NFT Bull. Unfortunately, NFT market is a dark forest. And as a team, we've been trading NFTs for the past 2 years and noticed that getting data and insights and research on NFTs is a problem which makes most traders unprofitable. For due diligence, you are swamped with all the data from listings, sales, properties, the community, the sentiment, and this requires you to go on a complex data mining process, and the existing tools are either too expensive or use the old TradFi research methods. That's why we need insights, not just data. So at NFT Bull, we break the tradition by providing methods tailored specifically for the NFT market. Our research team has built many metrics to navigate the market and developed a suite of portfolio and trading tools to execute. To bring it all together, our product and research team has been working closely to make it foolproof and easy to use. Powered by our proprietary infrastructure, our platform is an all-in-one terminal for traders, creators, and companies. We allow traders to uncover new opportunities using our hype, liquidity, momentum, and sentiment measures, while executing through marketplace aggregations and tracking their portfolio. So let me show you a quick demo of this trader tools. As you can see here, we welcome our users with an NFT screener where the traders can customize the screener according to their strategy and find a project that fits their strategy. So I can go into Explore Project and see many details about how this project behaves. So this screen shows us how the project behaves on chain with our liquidity measure, the listings, the momentum, and all about the holders, the sales. And on top of this, we have social media features. We have the social media features where we can track how the community grows and how the community changes. And you can see the engagement and the hype built by our research team at one glance. And finally, we have the portfolio suite where you can check your P&L and adjust your strategy accordingly. So coming back, the NFT market, the first cycle of NFTs driven so much attention that many institutions, companies, and funds are launching either NFT services, NFT collections, or NFT features. So that's why we think that NFTs are going to be bigger than most people realize, as integrated into this multi-trillion market with art, real estate, royalties, and collectibles. So our current platform accommodates the current NFT landscape, but as NFT Bull, we are targeting the untapped market. We believe the opportunity lies with the creators and the businesses that wish to integrate NFTs to their platforms. We want to be able to provide them the opportunity to launch NFTs and track their NFTs because we shine among our competitors with a perfect balance between institutional level insights and institutional level portfolio and trading tools at a reasonable cost. We have been working on all of this for the past 7 months and received investments from LongHash, and we are partnering with Hyperlane, OP Labs, and Eva Labs to extend our reach. We recently won a bounty at ETH Berlin in NFT category with our cross-chain NFT swap, and we just opened up our closed beta for select users. We also received 2 LOIs from institutions and creators. One example is Revival, which sells drugs online, and they are looking to prove the authenticity of their products through NFTs. We are also in talks with a bank and a couple more Web2 companies that wish to transform into the NFT space. So, as I said, we just opened up our closed beta yesterday, and we will be releasing our web app to everyone by the end of this year. And we will be launching mid next year with our freemium model and campaigns. And in the meantime, we will be prioritizing the needs of the community, and we will be working closely with them. And our aim is to become one of the top 5 NFT platforms and scale by providing liquidity solutions around the NFT market. So our team consists of top professionals on research, development, and design. For myself, I'm a PhD finance candidate working on liquidity measures around the cryptocurrency market, and have experience at hedge funds and asset managers as a quantitative researcher. So finally, let's make it happen. We are raising $1.5 million, and we will be using the funds to invest in our community to create an engaged user base, strategic talent acquisition, and pushing partnerships throughout the Web3 space. Thank you. And you can reach out to directly me at berke@nftbull.app and scan the QR code to try our demo app.
Thanks, Berke, for your wonderful presentation. Next, we would like to shift to the DeFi scene and introduce Divo. Divo is creating a Web3 treasury management protocol to generate sustainable and transparent yield via structured products. With that, I will hand the floor to Peter.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Peter, co-founder of Divo, and we are building the Web3 treasury and asset management protocol to generate sustainable and transparent yield via structured products. Web3 companies usually lack of financial expertise in managing treasuries by structured products. Number one, usually lack of solutions to generate yields for their native token. Number two, lack of sustainable solutions to harvest the rich volatility in crypto options. And number three, lack of the risk guidance in both CeFi and DeFi when it comes to yield enhancement. So Divo team, we aim to create the full suite ecosystem offering institutional grade asset management, liquidity, and hedging solutions. To achieve that, firstly, we are launching the first ever option aggregator. So for the first time ever, the user can launch over 50 vaults side by side and rank them by risk adjusted index. So risk reward will be more informed. And next, we are launching the proprietary smart vaults, which use the machine learning basis to do the automated vaults. That will make the sustainable yield a possibility. And further down the road, we are launching our structuring, AMM engines, hedging solutions, as well as treasury tracker and portfolio analysis tools. So when we are designing the option aggregator, we really want to make it easy so everybody can use it. And let me show you how. So this is our testnet, and currently running on the Ethereum testnet. And once you are connected to the wallet, you will see over 50 vaults listed down here, including from all different protocols as well as our own vaults. And you can rank them by APY or rank them by the risk-adjusted score. So this is a Sharpe ratio-like kind of number, make the risk and reward more informed. And we have the native token vaults, for example, Filecoin here. We can put it here and generate significant yields. And once you click into the vaults, you will see vault scenarios displayed in graphic terms. So make it much easier for user to understand. And when you select the vaults, and all the vaults will be listed down in my vault portfolio. So here, after you click on analysis tool, you will see your portfolio analysis on asset allocation, yield, and asset trends. So we are officially launching this AlphaNet in about 2 weeks' time. And we invite everybody here today to come and join us and have a try. So now you see Divo is not just a simple option vault. When we are launching the aggregator, it's really the option ecosystem promoter. Because we see in the DeFi world, the derivative and the cash is about 20-to-1 ratio. However, that number in crypto is much, much lower. So the future is very bright. And later on, we'll be launching the smart vault so that the sustainable yield can become true. And later on, we'll be launching our own pricing engine, AMM, and treasury portfolio analysis tools as well for treasury manager and asset managers. We charge dynamic fees on different products. And most importantly, we only charge the performance fee when user is in the money, i.e. our interest is aligned with our users and our partners. So after 1 week of launching the news of launching our AlphaNet, we already signed over 50 protocols in the letter of interest. Protocol Labs, Hashkey, Perpetual Protocols, Animoca, Alpha, and CoinShift, to name some. And we are also negotiating strategic partnerships with Paradigm, Ember, Walmart, and Perpetual Protocol as well. So here is the team behind Divo. Combined, we have over 40 years experience in derivative and structuring, previously from banks like Morgan Stanley, Optiver, and BNP. And our in-house CTO had a very experienced blockchain development history as well, especially in DeFi. So today, we are here asking for 1 million for the next 12 to 24 months runway. And we'll be using the fund to do strategic hiring, business development and branding, day-to-day operation, and then more product launches. Thanks very much for listening. This is Divo, a Web3 treasury and asset management protocol. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter, for showing us what you have been building in Divo. Next, we would like to introduce MetaWork, which is building the interoperable and intercommunication layer for Web3. With this, I will pass the floor to Saksham.
Thank you so much, Michael. Hi, everyone. I am Saksham Jain. I am founder of MetaWork. At MetaWork, we are building interoperable and intercommunication layer of Web3. We believe communication is broken right now. We have Web2 products in the world like Facebook, Instagram, and they do not intercommunicate with one another. They fragment your identity and they're very isolated ecosystems. There are certain solutions which Web3 has presented where P2P is one of the solutions, but it has its own limitations. And major drawback is there's no unified infra to connect every protocol and app out there. We propose interoperability becoming the superpower of blockchain in the Web3. Why it matters? Because there are over 1,000 plus protocols and apps at the present, and it's just a start of Web3 ecosystem. Is it possible to connect each one of them? It's not, and it's too expensive for developers out there to connect one another, all these depths. At MetaWork, we want to solve this with real-time events powered by API streams, messaging, and notifications. As you can see in my current visual, there's a use case of MetaWork SDK presented as messaging, where you can trigger or invoke any protocol and dApp out there with just a slash of command. But this is also possible using notifications and also using API streams. Our infrastructure is chain agnostic. We work with storage layers like Filecoin, social layers like Lens protocol, and we can add other layers like identity, payments, governance, access management. We have interoperable layer where any protocol dApp out there can get whitelisted, add their smart contracts, events to trigger their functions. And we present all this in the form of APIs, notification, and messaging using mobile app, web products, and SDKs. One of the platforms that we are building on top of MetaWork SDK is a Discord-like collaboration platform. We as a team believe our technology should be mass adopted, and we want to build one of the product ourselves. Let me show you a quick demo of the product. So this is a collaboration platform that we have built on top of MetaWork SDK. It is integrated with Lens protocol for the social layer. So I sign in with Lens and it fetches my data from MetaMask and it brings my NFT profile. Once I enter into the platform, it gives me a dashboard, which is very similar to Discord, but it is much more powerful than Discord because it's a Web3 product and it is interconnected with so many protocols out there. You can see I can create channels, on-chain channels here, and each channel can be itself connected to Discord. So you can just bring your community over here. But the superpower of MetaWork over here is the interoperability. I can create a slash command and invoke commands on Huddle01, which is a meeting platform, Lens protocol, which is a social layer. So for example, let me find a post from Lens protocol. And it shows me a pop-up with where I can add Lens ID. And it will fetch all the data from Lens protocol, and I can just go and share that in the chat. This is also possible for every protocol or dApp out there. It just needs to get whitelisted to our SDK and build on top of us. For example, I can bring snapshot proposals. Like if I want to search for ens.eth, and I'll get the proposals from ENS, and I can then share this in the chat. Again, this is possible in notifications and even the APIs along with messaging. At present, at MetaWork, we have 1,500 plus community members. We have also sent out 2,000 plus invites to the Lens community. We are closely working with 120 plus devils in the Web3 ecosystem to go out there and help everyone build on top of Metawork SDK. These are the few of the projects which are early partnerships, building on top of Metawork and Metawork integrating them. There are other 15 plus partnerships that are coming in next 1 month on social, wallet, and other infrastructure tooling. Our roadmap for next 1 year is infra and ecosystem. In Q4, we are majorly developing our infra, and you can expect it coming in Q1 with a proper SDK release. Our version 2, which will be much more superior than the current present version, will come in Q2, and we will go beyond Polygon. Q3 is planned for growth run, where we are targeting over 50,000 plus Web3 participants and audience to come on Metawork SDK in one way or the other. I am 7+ years experienced product engineer and manager, and has been working with companies like Tapchip and Unilever. We are raising 1.5 million for 24 months runway, and majorly 30% of it will go into infrastructure, 25 in team and human capital. Please visit us at metawork.team and do follow and receive updates from Metawork Labs. Thanks.
Thanks, Saksham, for showing us Metawork and showing us the future of intercommunication in Web3. Next, we have OpenSigil, which is building an enterprise-friendly Web3 storage platform. Please welcome Christian from the OpenSigil team.
Thanks, Michael. Hi, thank you for joining us. We're OpenSigil, a company focused on solving enterprise onboarding problems for the Filecoin ecosystem. Current enterprise clients find it difficult to take full advantage of decentralized storage. It has no modern web interface, no access control systems, limited data redundancy, and requires a high degree of technical knowledge. All these issues make it difficult to properly benefit from the Filecoin ecosystem. We've spoken with many storage providers in this space who are struggling with these issues, directly impacting their bottom line and their customer acquisition process. And that's why we're here to help with OpenSigil. OpenSigil provides a platform to onboard the next generation of enterprise datasets. Through an accessible, private, and secure platform, we provide standardized customer onboarding, a modern web interface, faster file retrieval with built-in IPFS caching, decentralized access control systems, and cutting-edge security features. We connect customers with cheap, on-demand cold storage provided by storage providers on a modern and easy-to-use web platform. We enable storage providers to focus on their core business, hosting data, while we eliminate overhead by providing data ingestion, encryption, and data monitoring directly to enterprise clients. The cloud storage market is on the rise, and so is the need for secure and private storage. With expected growth of over $300 billion in the next 8 years, now is the perfect time to provide a secure and private solution for the next generation of enterprise datasets. Major verticals include banking, financial services, and government, all of which OpenSigil is poised to capture by providing a security-focused solution. Decentralized storage is a necessity as we dive into a privacy-focused future. Many enterprise organizations worry about their data privacy and security when working with traditional cloud providers. By securely processing and automatically encrypting enterprise data on a decentralized ecosystem with built-in monitoring tools, we provide a worry-free solution for enterprise organizations. Organizations who may be storing petabyte-scale data sets can rest easy, as our platform provides storage that is a mere fraction of the cost of traditional cloud storage providers. Next, we'll show off our product demo, specifically from the enterprise client perspective. When users first navigate to our application, they're greeted with an easy-to-use email and password-based authentication system. This was specifically chosen as those in the enterprise audience may not have as much experience with a Web3 wallet-based system. When users log into our application, they're greeted with a dashboard view that shows all of the metadata about the files they've uploaded to our platform. That can be information such as the file name, the file size, the day the file was uploaded, who owns the file, and who has access to the file. Next to each file is a drop-down menu that allows you to take quick actions against the file. This can be things such as downloading, editing, deleting, renaming, or viewing properties. We'll go ahead and view properties about this file. When this modal pops up, we can view some of the high-level system properties. So this can be information such as the file type, the size, the day it was uploaded, who it was uploaded by, and also the location. If we'd like to view the location of this file, which is stored on IPFS, we can click this link. As you can see, once it loads, this file has been securely encrypted on IPFS and is secure through our platform. We also have a tag system built into our platform that allows users to categorize and easily search for files. For example, the file we're looking at is tagged with the headshots. If we go up to the top of our search menu and search for headshots, this file will pop up, making it easy for users to quickly find files. Awesome. Let's go ahead and upload a new file. We'll click Upload File on the top left. We'll pop up in a modal where we can either drag or drop or click from our local machine. I'll go ahead and select a local file and we'll hit Open. This will pop up the high-level information such as the file name and the file size, and then we can click Upload Files. Once this process kicks off, our platform does a couple of things. First, we collect the basic metadata about the file, such as the file name and the file size. We encrypt the file, and then we package it into a CAR Filecoin format and ship it over to IPFS for storage. Once the file has been uploaded, we can go ahead and click the drop-down menu and click Download. This process is the same as before, where we pull the file off of IPFS, we decrypt it with those previously used encryption keys, and then we make it available to the user. Awesome. That's all for our demo. If you'd like more information or to see more, please feel free to reach out to our team. Now, back to our slides. Relative to competitors, OpenSigil aims to provide a whole suite of enterprise-friendly features. We're the first to market for an enterprise-friendly self-serve Web3 storage platform. We provide an easy-to-use, familiar web interface with cutting-edge security and encryption features. And not only that, we provide standard data ingestion capabilities with traditional cloud storage providers, making the transition from Web 2 to Web 3 easy. Conversations with storage providers have shown high levels of interest in a storage provider and enterprise-friendly platform. We've spoken with many storage providers in the space, and OpenSigil is really the only enterprise-focused solution that makes data onboarding easier and allows enterprises to take full advantage of decentralized storage. Our business model targets both storage providers and enterprise users. Our initial market focuses on storage providers who have an existing network of clients and provide a strong foundation for future growth. Our long-term market focuses on traditional Web 2 companies who are looking for cheaper and more secure cloud storage. This market has the greatest potential for growth and long-term profitability. Our team has high technical knowledge and experience with Web3 startups. I'm Christian Tooley, founder and CEO. My background includes experience building and launching startups at a product design contracting firm, as well as experience in an early stage healthcare analytics startup. Our founder and CTO is Brian Rasick. He was selected as a developer MVP for Hedera Hashgraph in 2021, and his background includes experience building and consulting on DLT projects and technical leadership at early stage startups. And we're seeking to raise $2 million for a 24-month runway. This funding will allow us to bring on 3 to 4 new technical hires and to continue to scale and develop our platform, with the ultimate goal of conducting pilot programs, launching a beta program with partnered storage providers, and a full product launch by the end of next year. If you'd like to learn more, please feel free to reach out to us at contact@opensigil.com or sign up for our beta at opensigil.com. Thank you.
Thanks, Christian, for your slick presentation. Next, we also have MEV NFT, which is building a machine learning platform to identify and combat MEV, scam, and wash trading activities in the NFT space. Franz, the floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Michael, for the introduction. We're MEV NFT. We're MEV protection for NFTs. Let me share my screen. So what actually happens when you place a bid on a collection? Well, for this unlucky buyer, an arbitrageur saw his transaction in the mempool and profited 180 ETH by selling it to the less sophisticated buyer. And if you look at the life cycle of an NFT, during each stage, you have numerous attack vectors. During the mint process, you have minor bribing and gas wars. During the holding process, you have phishing attacks, and during the transfer, you have MEV arbitrage and wash trading. Let's look at some real-world examples. You've maybe heard of the catastrophic Other Deeds launch, which burned over $5 million in failed gas transactions. Bill Murray recently launched an NFT charity, and immediately the funds got stolen after the launch. And MEV arbitrage is the beginning. Disadvantages to the less sophisticated buyer. And the numbers. The minting, we estimate, just for like some popular projects around burning more than $55 million just for failed transactions. This could have been avoided if you mint through, for example, flash bots. And if you look at phishing, in the last year, over $100 million worth of NFTs got publicly reported as stolen just in the last year. And we estimate MEV for NFTs at around $10 million. So we looked at the possible solution for these problems, and to make it easier for the consumers, we invented a one-click solution for Flashbot, so you don't have to change the RPC in MetaMask. We use machine learning-based algorithms to provide trust scores for addresses and wallets. And all in all, we provide an API access for businesses and consumers. Imagine you're a wallet provider and you want to filter out all the scam NFTs in your wallet. We're MEV NFT, the full suite solution to counter scams and MEV in NFTs. Let's give a small demo. So in MetaMask Flask, you can connect to MEV NFT, and once you're connected, you have some insights. So let's say you are not sure about the NFT, you buy it or not. With our new extension, you can actually simulate the transaction and can see if there's any critical events in the transaction. And if you're on a website and you want to make sure that you're at the correct website and that we're looking into the project, we provide valuable insights like a trust score, historic MEV activity, historic phishing activity. Let's compare this to the other deeds NFT. You can see that the historic MEV activity is much higher, and yeah, just one example. And here's the one-click solution, just one button, and you would mint or buy privately, so in case the transaction fails, you won't lose gas. And if you want to launch your NFT project, we provide a developer SDK. We've analyzed over 22 million NFT transactions, and we are excited for even more. And we're turning heads. We won 7 out of 7 hackathons. The number is actually wrong. It's 8. We just won an East San Francisco prize from June. And we partnered with Pometry, who are doing algorithmic detections of like wash trading and EigenFi, which label the transactions on Etherscan. This is like a small label for MEV, so look out for that. We started our beta. We're still early. We have around 30 beta testers, and we presented at DEF CON. Our team is very technical. It is led by 3 experienced MEV researchers, with Peter, my co-founder, with a background in EVM security, with our advisor Julian, who's doing his PhD in network security at the UC Berkeley and published an independent paper about MEV research, and myself with a technical and machine learning background. We're raising 1.6 million for a 2-year runaway with hiring, data engineering, strategic hiring, and research application. If you're interested, feel free to reach out. We're excited to hear from you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Franz and the MEV team for working on a way to make it safer for all of us degens here. Now, last but not least, we're heading back into DIDs. This time, we have Hyper3, who are building a white-labeled solution for your identity needs. Handing it over to Abhilash and Sid.
Hey guys, I'm Abhilash and this is Sid. And together, we are building Hyper3, a zero-knowledge protocol based on Web3 built for humans. So let's deep dive in straight up.
Identity theft is no joke. Around 20 million US citizens were doxxed in 2022 itself. Web3 requires a strong Sybil resistance module that verifies identities without revealing sensitive information. ID verification in blockchain needs a top-notch user experience. Creating a zero-knowledge proof on your own is heavy math and is very clunky. So we simplify the process for the Web3 web developers.
Hyper3 specializes on zero-knowledge snarks. So Hyper3 specializes on a robust mathematical solution called zero-knowledge snarks that abstracts knowledge in such a way that we can share information without revealing extra additional information. Zero knowledge is intensive and mathematically hard in nature. So we have built a core that abstracts and that makes the process of building zero knowledge proofs easier. And on top of that, we have built a marketplace where we offer plug-and-play recipes, which offer white-labeled solutions for zero-knowledge technology. Some examples on how we could harness zero-knowledge proofs in white-labeled solutions as recipes are Web3 KYC, zero-knowledge CAPTCHA, age verification, nationality, on-ramping and off-ramping, and so much more. We are neatly packaging this into an SDK, and we are opening this up to developers and protocols to make use of this, as well as to make use of, to also monetize their own modules. Our early adopting projects have endless use cases. Our own project, Signex.dev, which is currently live, harnesses tamper-proof blockchain signatures and escrow systems, and harnesses our ZK proofing module to create a proof of identity for determining a proof of person to a wallet address. Biometric wallets, on-ramp solutions, and proofing solutions are some other use cases that can be used from our modules. As I told, they're useless. The use cases are endless.
Why Hyper3 works seamlessly? We are white label solution. Our recipes provide white label solutions. Anyone could integrate with us in less than 2 lines of code. We have a powerful marketplace for the use of devs and users. We are very easy to use. We promise that zero knowledge will not be a witchcraft. And we integrate with cutting-edge Web3 protocols and projects.
Let's jump in right into the demo. So we offer a marketplace for white label solutions. In order to access that, all we have to do is type into hyper3.io/marketplace. We offer zero knowledge, signatures and escrow, and decentralized identity products. Let's check ZK KYC. ZK KYC is a React.js component where you can just import it and prove your identity without revealing sensitive data. You can scan your government ID and we will generate a zero knowledge proof and we will submit it to the application. So the user sees a button and all they have to do is connect to their wallet of their choice. Once they have connected to the wallet of their choice, they will be asked to scan their face for Face ID or for government ID. Once they have scanned their preferred ID, we will be generating a zero knowledge proof based on that. And we will be sharing the zero knowledge proof to the application client, and we will be deleting the actual identification to protect the safety and security of the users. We are very excited to share our roadmap. We have finished most of our MVP around Q3 of 2022. Today, we are in our demo day, and we are planning to do our beta launch on Q4 of 2022. We are planning to do our official launch on Q1 of 2023. What's next? We are very excited for what's coming up next. We are going to expand on experimentation, talent, compute, community, and marketing. For this, we need additional resources and funds. Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Abhilash. I'm the Chief Executive of Hyper3. I'm a CS graduate. I have prior experience in mobile customization verticals. I'm a DJ and a growth hacker.
Hello, I'm Siddhanti Patil, and I'm Chief Operating Officer of Hyper3, and I'm currently pursuing my CS graduate. I have prior experience in building NFT marketplaces, and I'm continually researching on NLP technology. I'm a community geek and a Web3 Pro member.
So we are asking for 2 million for 24 months of runway. We are primarily focused on pure product market fit and growth. Let's talk at Hyper3 protocol or hello@hyper3.io. We are open for discussions. Thanks for hosting us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abhilash and Sid, for simplifying ZK proofs within Web3. Before we end, we would like to invite Ruben from Protocol Labs to say a final few words on behalf of the Filecoin ecosystem.
Can all of you hear me and see me? This has been amazing. Amazing projects, great presentations. As always, the LongHash team has done an incredible job of bringing together the foremost builders in the space. I'm super, super excited. I hope you are as well. And yeah, it is my pleasure to now say a couple of words of thank you. So first of all, I would like to thank the amazing LongHash team, Stefano, Emma, Shikai, Michael, Amir, everybody who, stepped forward and spent a lot of time with all of these teams before the cohort in sourcing and recruiting all these ventures, but also within the cohort on the everyday grind that is building a startup in Web3. I would also like to thank the projects. Most importantly, I would like to thank you for taking a chance, stepping forward, trusting Protocol Labs and trusting the Filecoin and IPFS ecosystems with your entrepreneurial journey. I have been there myself. I've been an entrepreneur multiple times, and I know how thrilling and how exciting and how high the need for trust is on the entrepreneurial journey. So a heartfelt trust you in the name of Protocol Labs, the Filecoin ecosystem, and IPFS. Thank you. This is only the beginning of our common story. Filecoin and Protocol Labs have a lot of support systems that you will hear from in the upcoming days. To name just a few, we have a huge recruiting team that is at your service and will help you, stack your ranks and, grow your companies. We have a huge investor network. We have an event series called Phil VC, where we have trillions of capital in the room looking at your fundraisers. We would like to invite you to Soft Noise, Founders Day. Some of you have already been there. And very importantly, Launchpad. But all of these services are going to come to you very, very soon. Expect a number of emails from me and from the PL Fund. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What an amazing day. And with this, I hand it back to the LongHash team.
Thanks, Ruben, for the very kind words for us and the 10 projects, as well as telling us about what is happening right now in the Filecoin ecosystem. We're super excited. With that, it brings us to the end of the program and to the end of the demo day. A big thank you to our audience investors, founders, and community members who joined us today to virtually meet all of these projects. Also, a big thank you to the 10 teams who have been working very hard for the past 12 weeks and for putting up these wonderful presentations today. And as mentioned, after today, you'll be receiving a follow-up email with instructions on how to get in touch with the teams if you wish to do so. And we will be facilitating those one-on-one introductions over the coming weeks. For our latest insights and news, please follow us on Twitter. Our handle is @longhashvc, or go to our website, longhash.vc. Before we go, just want to mention that we are also in the final week of applications for the next cohort of the LongHashX Accelerator, which will be the world's first cross-chain cohort in partnership with Acala. You can find more details in the link and QR code on the screen itself. Again, thank you everyone for attending the 9th cohort of the LongHashX Accelerator's Demo Day. Have a good rest of the day and goodbye.